know who the hell you are. You just coming out of the world. Man, you probably still smoking weed. You come to my house, sit on my couch. You get up, it's a damn weed bag under the pillow. What the fuck is a weed bag doing under the damn pillow on the couch?
Even we said what it start off of beseech. And I believe that word beseech means to beg.
Yeah, it means to beg.
Right? So when it says I beseech, read that again.
Romans 16:17. Now I beseech you, brethren.
Yeah, even right there, I beseech you. All right. And what's that scripture again? Call that.
Romans 16:17.
All right, that's Paul. That's Paul writing, man. So he's begging when he's writing these letters. He's begging the other brothers in the spirit to do this, man. I beseech you, brethren. Mark, what? Keep going.
Them which cause division.
Yeah, so that means Mark means to point out. You know. That means to point out everybody who holds his truth and talks contrary to the scriptures, like the scriptures say. Anything opposite or adverse to what we're saying. Even this, all right? Even the image of the Lord, man. Okay. So if you're not teaching the truth of the scriptures according to what the scriptures say, like it says in St. John 7:38, right? That you have to be marked, you have to be pointed out, and that's a commandment, really. You know, that's a commandment. That's what we're supposed to do. All right. So look, this is not the image of the Lord in the Bible, man. This is causing division. All right.
It's not the image.
Sorry, man. Sorry. Yeah, this is causing division. All right. That's Satan, man. Okay. So anybody who talks against or bringing out something against the scriptures, that's a verse, you have to point them out.
Yeah.
That goes for especially the so-called white man, other nations, and especially the 2/3 of our people.
Yeah.
Those other camps, those all false camps,
Yep.
bringing out false truth, saying a white man could be saved, you know, and all other madness, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I got the definition of beseech.
Yeah, right.
It's parkaleo, and it means to admonish, exhort,
warn. I think
to
admonish
beg,
means warning.
entreat, you know.
And that's how we call out other camps.
That's right.
Well, GMS guys always talking about somebody. Well, we reading now. That's why.
Right.
Fucking nigga. You're supposed to call your asses out, man.
That's right.
Y'all ain't teaching the truth. The scripture tell you, be defenders of the gospel, man.
As I said, we're stewards. We're stewards. Look at the word steward. The word steward means a housekeeper.
That's right.
Like if you in a union, you have a shop steward. I mean, he's watching over that house, making sure they're going according to the Department of Labor, you know, your rights on the job.
Yeah.
Because otherwise the company will abuse your rights on the job. So they place their shop steward. He watch over. So we're stewards over the word.
That's right. Yeah. Now check this out.
This is 1 Corinthians 4:1. Let a man so account of us as of the ministers of Hamashiach and stewards of the mysteries of the Most High.
So we're stewards of the mysteries of the Most High. A steward is like a servant. A steward is a person that you grant certain responsibilities to. Because it's going to tell you that, read.
Moreover, it is required.
It is required. What's the requirement of a steward? Go ahead.
In stewards that a man be found faithful.
It's a requirement of a steward that you be found faithful. No, it said steward. It didn't say stewardess. It didn't say, oh, this is a... Okay, there you go. See that? It says steward. Steward, we had to get verse 2.
I'm sorry. It means guardian. Steward means guardian.
That's right, a guardian.
That's right. That's what the prophets are.
That's right, that's what we are. We're guardians of the truth, right?
1 Corinthians 4:2. Moreover, it is required in stewards.
It's required in stewards and these guardians, people that you grant these certain particular responsibilities to. Go ahead. What's one of the requirements?
That a man be found faithful.
You gotta be found faithful. Because if you're a steward over of a person's household, or guardian of a person's household, you gotta be faithful. They gotta trust that when they leave this house to you, you're not gonna steal nothing. You're not gonna break anything. If anything is broken, you're gonna tell the truth what actually happened. So to be a steward, you gotta be faithful. You gotta be trustworthy. To have faith means to have trust, right?
But with me,
so the Most High treat unto us the mysteries of the gospel. So as stewards, you were given the mysteries of the mysteries of the Most High, which is the Bible. Because the Most High has made us the guardians of this truth. We're the guardians of the Bible. Go ahead.
But with
We
me,
are the real guardians of the Bible. Go ahead.
but with me, it is a very small thing that I should be judged of you or of a man's judgment.
That's the point. Yeah, that's it.
I got
You
something.
got it.
This is St. John 21. Go ahead.
I got something.
This is not Romans, this is Matthews 13:9.
Yep.
Who have ears to hear, let him hear.
Yeah, who have ears to hear, let them hear, meaning spiritual ears. Because everybody got ears on their head, but they can't hear what we say. So who has ears to hear, meaning spiritual ears, to hear these spiritual words, these spiritual words, these words that are spirit in our life, go ahead.
Let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables?
So the Lord said, what? Lord said, he said to the Lord, Lord, why are you speaking unto them in parables? Why are you speaking to them in mysteries, Lord? Why are you speaking unto them in dark sayings? Why don't you just come and sit down and tell them what's going on? Go ahead, tell them what you mean, go ahead.
He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you
It is given unto you, right?
to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
Did ever read us Corinthians? What's that? The stewards giving the mysteries of the Most High? So the disciples are stewards. They're guardians of the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. Right?
But to them it is not given.
Why? Because they ain't guardians. That's the reason why your honor can't get the Alpha Dictionary mark of the beast. That's why Nate can't get the name of the Lord right. That's why he got niggas with dreads in his camp. You know? That's why they eat. That's why these different camps, whoever the hell they are, eating fish and fried and chicken on the Passover. Where the hell in Ezekiel, in Exodus 12 chapter, does it say make some grilled chicken for the Passover? Is that in there, brother? You ain't gonna go in the concordance and say, okay, type in grilled chicken, and you're gonna find out in the Bible. Yeah, making cornbread on the Passover, man. That's not scriptural. That's leaven right there. I seen that video, man. They had cornbread in the Passover. Go ahead. You gotta take videos of us.
This is Amos 3:7.
Okay.
Surely
I can bring this out real quick.
Yeah. Cornbread in the Passover, man. That's an abomination. Go ahead.
We mentioned how, like, you know, that we're the guardians of the faith of the Bible. Scriptures.
Shake and bake. Let me know. Shake and bake on Passover.
Shake
Go
and
ahead,
bake. St. John's 21:14. This is now the third time. This is now the third time that Yahushua showed himself to his disciples after that he was risen from the dead.
Yep.
So when they have dined, Yahushua said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas,
Yep.
lovest thou me more than these?
So he said to Simon, do you love me more than these, man?
He said unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, Feed my lambs.
Right? So if you love the Lord, you're going to feed his lamb. You're going to feed his sheep, man.
He
With
said,
the word. Jeremiah 3:15.
Yep.
Right?
He said to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, Feed my sheep. Verse 17. He said unto him the third time,
3 times, go ahead.
Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time.
So Peter like, yo, Lord, you answered this twice already. I love you, Lord. You know that already. Go ahead.
Lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua said unto him, Feed my sheep. That's on that.
That's right. We're supposed to feed the Lord's sheep with the word. Read that.
He's the guardian.
As a
The Lord
guardian.
made him as a guardian when
As
he
a
departed.
guardian. That's why when you read the scripture in the book of Psalms 23rd chapter, it tells you the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, right? It tells you his rod and his staff, they comfort you. Right? A rod and a staff, what does a shepherd walk around with? A rod. What is that rod? It's called a shepherd's crook. You know that stick that got like a little curve? They would take that and they would put it around the lamb or the sheep's neck to guide it. All right, come in. So the word is like a rod and a staff that's guiding us. All right? And as a guide unto the sheep, you are guardian to the sheep. You got to risk your life for the sheep, not like a hireling. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 3:15.
Yep.
And I will give you pastors according to my heart.
Who's the pastors? The apostles, the elders, and us. And guess what? We're apostles too. All right? The word apostle means sent away. Okay? So guess what? It says, I will give you pastors. Read that again.
Jeremiah 3:15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
According to the Most High's heart. According to his heart. So guess what? There's no academy. There's no Hebrew Israelite academy. Okay? Go to Hebrew Israelite school tomorrow, get on a train, go to the Hebrew Israelite bus pass, and you go there and you start learning. I talk to the team lunchtime. No, there's no actual place to go. The Most High is feeding with his knowledge through the Spirit. We don't gotta go to no goddamn building, man. The Most High is the one that's feeding us with this knowledge. So go ahead, pass according to the Lord's heart, not according to the heart of men. Go ahead, because the Most High knows your heart. If the Most High allow regular men to choose who will be prophets, don't you know you have all kind of faggots being prophets, man? All kind of adulterers and so forth? All kind of wicked niggas? Go ahead.
This is Acts.
That will feed you with what?
It says, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
It's going to feed you with knowledge and understanding. Now it said feed you with knowledge and understanding.